Hello, in this video I'm going to explain to you how I got my TikToker sister to start studying English and actually be productive by doing things that she didn't actually want to do. And so if you're the type of person that doesn't really have any motivation to start studying a language, if you're the type of person that doesn't really have even the attention span to start studying a language, you can literally apply the same things that I told my sister. And by doing that, you will basically be able to study a language. And so, the first thing, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ivan, and I basically help people go from 8 hours of TikTok daily to 8 hours of language learning daily. And as you can see here, I've changed completely just because of learning languages. And if you want to work with me in private, check the two first link in the description. And so, the first point that I want to talk about is that she didn't want to, okay? And so she said basically things like this, so let me be me, or things of the like, right? Because I mean, let's be honest, as her brother, I basically wanted her to study English because she's probably not going to have a fucking future if she doesn't study English. She's basically like minor. She has like less years than me, right? And so I had to convince her in some way because I mean she didn't want to. Like it's just a kind of like trouble. It's just kind of like annoying to honestly study the language, especially because you have to actually invest some time daily, honestly. And so that's when I basically asked her the things that she wanted to do. And so she said to me that I want a gym membership. And so what I said to her was that, okay, you want the gym membership, right? Like she told me that like 5 months ago or something like that. And so I told her, okay, if you do everything I tell you for 2 months, I'm going to give you the gym membership. And so this probably will work with you. So let's say that you're doing it to yourself. And so you say, okay, if I complete these 3 to 2 months of like learning languages, I'm going to like give myself something, right? Or even like you don't really need to do it like in a long span like that. You can literally do it in like, I don't know, 2 weeks. So let's say that in 2 weeks you were able to like study a language pretty much kind of like honestly consistently, because this is another point. We care about consistency, we don't care about efficiency, right? You care about like actually doing the thing for a long period of time and like making it a habit, right? And so I just asked her that, and she basically wanted to do it just because she wanted to, like the gym membership, right? And so this probably one of the best points, which is that okay, you need to actually, if you have a sister and you're trying to help her, you probably want to ask her what she wants, and actually you need to kind of like deliver on the promise after she does the things. And so the methods that we used, like I'm not really going to be going over these. I don't think that these methods are actually the more efficient ones, but definitely the more easier ones. And as I said, we care more about efficiency. Sorry, we care more about consistency. We don't care about efficiency. Okay, that's the primary thing that you need to do. So we did some Anki. The first 2 weeks actually we did Duolingo. After Duolingo, yes, we did Anki. And when we started Anki, we started doing like some immersion. So Netflix series that she wanted to watch or series that she already watched. I told her, okay, you're going to watch series that you already watched. And so by doing that, basically you already have the context of the series and all of the things, blah 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 blah. Okay. And so if you really want to go, and so that's when he said, if you really want to go gym, that's when you need that, this is what you need to do. And so basically there was a point in which like, okay, she did like Duolingo for like 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks straight, and it was not a problem. Like Duolingo is just super easy. And so after she started doing Anki, she started doing like 30 words daily, yeah, more or less 30 words daily, um with like 30 minutes to 1 hour of immersion. And that was easy too. Like she did not miss a day. She missed like maybe 2 to 3 days, but like it doesn't matter. She kept being consistent, which is another thing that I want to talk to you about. Like, don't care. Like if you miss a day, do you think like you will miss all of your prayers? No. And so she basically like just treated it as something that she needed to do. But like if she couldn't do it, like there's no problem. You can do it in the next day. It's not like you have to maintain a streak or something. And so at some point I just said to her, okay, this is too easy. We need to do something that is more efficient, and that's when basically we stopped like doing Anki, we stopped like doing Duolingo, and we basically went to do things like you probably, if you watch some of the content that I have already done, or you probably know some of the things that I do, I basically started doing things like basically I just said to her, okay, you're going to see the sentences from the series that you're going to watch. And so basically I just said to her, okay, give me the series that you want to watch. And she gave them to me, and then basically I just looked up the subtitles of that series. I put those subtitles on I put the subtitles on the AI, and by putting the subtitles in there, basically I got like 200, 300 sentences of the sentences that she wanted to study. Sorry, of the sentences that she needed to study in order to basically understand the series. And so by doing this, right? By doing this, she basically did like 50 sentences daily. So basically, I also make an audio of the sentences. So basically, she hears the audio like, I don't know, 20 times, 20 to 30 times, which the audio is actually not that long. The audio is like 2 minutes, maybe, yeah, 2 minutes, 1 minute long. And that contains like 50 to 80, yeah, 50 sentences, 50 to 40 sentences, more or less. And then she repeats that thing 20 times. And as you can see, it basically contains like the sentence in English and in Spanish. Of course, this is my thing. Like in this case, it will be like English and Japanese, or English or sorry, or Japanese and Spanish. I think that here more or less it's in Spanish. Yeah, here it's like the sentence in Japanese and here in Spanish, but like it works the same, like, right? Like in her case, it was English and Spanish, right? And so basically she hears the sentence, she reads it, she basically reads the sentence while she listens to it, and then she, after like there's a pause, and in basically that pause she watches the meaning of the sentence, and she repeats that thing 20 times. I'm not really going to explain that much because I don't like really that, I don't like talking about language learning that much, but yeah. So basically, I just said to her, okay, you're going to do now this, but like you don't need to do Anki and you don't need to do Duolingo anymore. At this point, like she wasn't doing Duolingo, so I just said to her, okay, you don't need to do Anki anymore because it's just not efficient, not as efficient. It works, but not as efficient. Okay, and so she basically just kept studying the sentences of the series that she wanted to watch, and of course, she kept doing immersion. And by doing this, basically she completed the 2 months. And of course, the last step is that you actually need to deliver on the promise. Like, don't be an asshole. Like, of course, I'm not going to put any pictures of my sister in here because, like, you know how the internet, you know how the fucking internet is. But like, yeah, I go to the gym, and now she goes to the gym with me, and like it's literally I just killed two birds on the same shot. And so literally I just stop her from watching TikTok, right? Well, she actually keeps watching TikTok, but like now way less because like she's studying English and she goes to the gym with me for at least like 1 hour or 2 hours, right? And so she's literally not going onto social media, and she's learning the most important language of this century, right? And so I think that this is actually really worth it if you care about your sister, or if you care about yourself. You can literally apply the same things that I did in here to yourself, and by doing this, you will basically start learning a language pretty like easily, honestly. And so that's it on the video. If you want to get kind of like autistic level of advice, you can go to the first two links in the description. You can book a free coaching call with me, and by doing that, basically you will I will give you kind of like the same type of advice, but for your specific situation. And when you like, and when you basically trust me enough, you can go to the second link in the description, which is basically my paid product, in which I literally have put like lots of hours. I have put like, I don't know, more or less, probably more than 100 hours on that fucking course. Like, that's just crazy. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe, leave a like, comment for more people to see this video. And yeah, that's it. Bye.